Hello and welcome back to another Hunger Games Simulator video. Now, it is October. It is very spooky and creepy and ghost. Whoa. So, because of that, of course, it has to be some scary themed Hunger Games, right? Now, in the last video, I asked for some of your suggestions, and I saw some pretty good suggestions, and I'm thinking of possibly doing them. But I really wanted to do a Creepypasta one, because I used to be into Creepypastas. I used to like them a lot. I used to have pictures of Creepypasta-like characters on my bedroom wall, which is kind of strange, thinking of it now. And I'm also thinking of making a Halloween Hunger Games to be on Halloween. That's my plan right now, I'm pretty sure. And possibly another Hunger Games, in between, which could be one of your guys' suggestions. But anyways, so yeah, the theme, Creepypasta. So, I don't know, is there not really as much to say. Let's just get into the theme now. So, in District 1, there is Jeff the Killer. Probably, like, the most iconic Creepypasta. Him and Slenderman, which we'll get to Slenderman in a second. But yeah, Jeff the Killer, one of the most iconic ones, even though Jeff the Killer is it's so stupid. The most popular Creepypastas are the fakest Creepypastas. And, like, the dumbest ones. Like, Jeff the Killer makes no sense. How do you cut your eyelids off and then just never blink for the rest of your life? Be also in District 1, like I said, there is Slenderman. If you haven't heard of Slenderman, I don't know how you haven't heard of Slenderman. It's freaking Slenderman. There's a freaking Minecraft mob made because of Slenderman. Then in District 2, there is the Rake. I don't know. He's pretty cool. I like the Rake. He's pretty, I don't know. He's weird. Also in District 2, there is Smile Dog. Now, Smile Dog, is pretty cool. I like Smile Dog. He's like a dog that smiles, which is technically not possible for dogs. At least I feel like I've always heard, like, oh, Smile Dog is creepy because dogs can't smile. But, like, dogs can kind of smile. In District 3, there is Ben from the whole Creepypasta, the Ben Drowned thing, which, what was it about again? I don't know. It was like, ooh, this is haunted. Pretty much what every video game Creepypasta is. Then District 3, there is also Squidward Suicide. Squidward was so sad that he didn't get enough sand from his SpongeBob Hunger Games video that he has committed suicide. Then District 4, there is Happy Appy, which I really like Happy Appy. Most of you guys probably don't even know what Happy Appy is. But Happy Appy is like this weird, creepy apple on a stick, and it's like, whoa, I'm Happy Appy. Also in District 4, there is Candle Cove, another creepy kids show creepypasta thing, where I was like, oh, only kids could see the show. Then District 5, there is Sonic.exe, which very stupid.
Oh, look at me go! Look at me go! I'm a pretty little battery. Well, I can milk you.
I feel like all game Creepypastas are just dumb. And also in District 5, there is Herobrine. Herobrine was also in my Minecraft Hunger Games, which was made a while back, and he got, what place did he get? I know in the first one he got like around like 17th place, so not that good. And I don't think he was in the second one. But then in District 6, there is Eyeless Jack, which, I mean, so, I was into Creepypastas, right? But I feel like I never really knew what Eyeless Jack was. I still don't know what Eyeless Jack is. But Eyeless Jack, I don't know, I guess it's like basically Jeff the Killer. But this time, instead of cutting his eyelids off, he just cut out his whole entire eyeballs. That's not a good strategy, I would think, with killing people. I think you'd need to see. But Eyeless Jack is on a different level above everyone else. Then in District 6, there's also Laughing Jack. There's a lot of Jacks. And they're all just Jeff the Killer. Then District 7, there is Russian Sleep Experiment, which Russian Sleep Experiment was a creepypasta about a sleep experiment. It's in the name. Then also in District 7, there is Lavender Town Ghost, a very good creepypasta about Lavender Town in a Pokemon game. And I mean, I think the ghost is like the kind of the symbol of the creepypasta. So I have to add them. Then District 8, there is Suicide Mouse. A lot of suicide of all like iconic cartoon characters. Also in District 8, there is Tails Doll. Then District 9, there is Mr. Widemouth. Now this one I like this creepypasta. I think it's pretty cool. Had a plot twist in the end. It's not like I actually read the creepypastas. I watch videos on them. I don't read. Reading's for noobs. Also in District 9, there is Jane the Killer, which, okay, I have to go on a little rant right now, because Jane the Killer is such a stupid creepypasta, okay? It's so dumb. You know how, like, Eyeless Jack and Laughing Jack were basically Jeff the Killer? Jane the Killer is literally Jeff the Killer, except I think she doesn't like Jeff the Killer. But then you look up Jane the Killer, it's like fan art of, like, Jane the Killer x Jeff the Killer. So I don't know if they're in love or what's going on there. The entire thing just is stupid. I can't believe I'm going on a rant about creepypastas right now. What am I doing? Then in 10, there is Dead Bart. And Dead Bart is, Bart but dead. Also in 10, there is Mr. Mix, which I didn't know was really a creepypasta that existed. At least the other ones I kind of already heard of, but with Mr. Mix, I didn't know it was a thing until I was, like, running out of, like, creepypasta ideas. So I just looked up, like, oh, creepypastas, like, and there was, like, a video of showing, like, creepypastas from, like, popularity-wise, and this one was there. And I was like, what is this? Then, District 11, there is The Expressionless. Also, District 11, there is Mr. Bear, which I remember this creepypasta. I didn't know what it was called. It was like 1999 or something like that. That's the name of the creepypasta. But yeah, Mr. Bear. I like Mr. Bear. Well, I mean, he is like a murderer, but... In District 12, we have Rap Rat. Apparently is a known creepypasta. I never heard of it. Then the final contestant is Creepypasta. You know I had to do it. I had to do it. But anyways, let's proceed and see who will win this Hunger Games Simulation Creepypasta edition. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Mr. Widemouth grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Jane the Killer runs away with a lighter and some rope. New killing methods, I see. It's not just a knife all over again, because it's always a knife. It's always a frickin' knife. By the way, more rant about Jane the Killer. So you know how Jeff the Killer's whole saying is go to sleep? Jane the Killer's saying is don't go to sleep. That's stupid. Candle Cove runs away from the cornucopia. Eyeless Jack and Ben fight for a bag. Eyeless Jack gives up and retreats. I know, frickin' Ben's face, it's too scary. Well, I guess Eyeless Jack can't even see his face, because, you know, he's eyeless. Laughing Jack runs away from the cornucopia. Creepypasta runs away from the cornucopia. Thunderman grabs a backpack, not realizing it is empty. Smile Dog cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. The Rake snatches a pair of scythes. The Expressionless runs away from the cornucopia. Mr. Mix runs away from the cornucopia. Herobrine gathers as much food as he can. Oh, that's pretty epic. Getting a bunch of steak. Rap Rat runs away from the cornucopia. Lavender Town Ghost runs away from the cornucopia. Don't you mean floats away from the cornucopia? Suicide Mouse runs away from the cornucopia. Or, you know, does the big walking animation for 9 minutes. Jeff the Killer grabs a shovel. Oh, to bury the bodies. I see. Squidward Suicide runs away from the cornucopia. Tails Doll severely slices Happy Appy with a sword. Bruh. I guess Tails Doll just wanted to eat some apple slices and just freaking... he killed Happy Appy. Sonic.exe runs away from the cornucopia. Oh, you're too slow. Mr. Bear runs away from the cornucopia. Dead Bart runs away from the cornucopia. And Russian Sleep Experiment also runs away from the cornucopia. Rap Rat runs away from Tails Doll. Ooh. Eyeless Jack sees smoke rising in distance but decides not to investigate. How did you see the smoke? Mr. Mix travels to higher ground. Ben sets an explosive off, killing Candle Cove. Well, I guess you could say Candle Cove just got cancelled. Russian Sleep Experiment thinks about home, which, you mean like the lab? The Rake tries to sleep through the entire day. Laughing Jack diverts Mr. Widemouth's attention and runs away. Herobrine fishes, bruh. Suicide Mouse, Dead Bar, Slenderman, the Expressionless, and Squidward Suicide hunt for other tributes. So 2 suicide characters are working together. Creepypasta explores the arena. Jane the Killer and Lavender Town Ghost work together for the day. Jeff the Killer makes a wooden spear. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Smile Dog, Happy Appy, and Candle Cove. Mr. Bear, Sonic.exe, and Herobrine sleep in shifts. Lavender Town Ghost defeats Creepypasta in a fight, but spares his life. The Rake and Jane the Killer tell stories about themselves to each other. What's the Rake stories? Can the Rake even speak English? Jeff the Killer and Suicide Mouse huddle for warmth. Mr. Widemouth defeats Tails Doll in a fight, but spares his life. Mr. Widemouth needs to take him to the cemetery first. Slenderman goes to sleep. Jeff the Killer, did you tell him to do that? Rap Rat tries to sing himself to sleep. Bruh, epic. Ben ambushes Laughing Jack and kills him. Bro, Ben's out for murder. Ben's like the only one actually, you know, doing things. Mr. Mix spears Dead Bar in the admin, as we can see now. I guess someone else is doing something. I would think Jeff the Killer would be the one, you know, going out for the kills right now. Well, so rip Dead Bart, he died a second time. The Expressionless questions her sanity. I mean, I guess I would too if I was that thing. Slenderman dies from an infection. What infection could Slenderman get? Squidward Suicide collects fruit from a tree. More Happy Appies. The Expressionless begs for Mr. Bear to kill her. He refuses, keeping the Expressionless alive. Sonic.exe questions his sanity. Russian sleep experiment, Creepypasta, Mr. Widemouth, and Mr. Mix raid Rap Rat camp he is hunting. Jeff the Killer sets an explosive off, killing Herobrine, Jane the Killer, Suicide Mouse, and Tails Doll. Okay, remember how I was just saying that Jeff the Killer wasn't really doing much, and I expect him to be the one, you know, killing everyone? Well, here we go. By the way, Jeff the Killer just freaking killed Jane the Killer, so, you know, screw all the Jeff the Killer x Jane the Killer people. Also, rip Herobrine again. Herobrine sucks once again, just like in the Minecraft one.
Bruh.
Squidward, tortellini!
And Ben steals from Eyeless Jack while he isn't looking. Well, I mean, he can't exactly look. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, and that is Laughing Jack, Dead Bart, Slenderman, Herobrine, Jane the Killer, Suicide Mouse, and Tails Doll. Mr. Bear cries himself to sleep. Rap Rat poisons the expressionless drink. She drinks it and dies. I bet it was rat poison. Eyeless Jack is unable to convince Jeff the Killer to not kill him. You can't convince Jeff the Killer to not kill you. That's his whole purpose. The Rake, Mr. Mix, and Ben sleep in shifts. Sonic.exe goes to sleep. Creepypasta lets Squidward Suicide into his shelter. The Rake scares Squidward Suicide off. Jeff the Killer thinks about home. Rap Rat and Russian sleep experiment split up to search for resources. And Mr. Widemouth discovers a river. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, and that is the expressionless and eyeless Jack. Mr. Mix sees a fire but stays hidden. Wait, Mr. Mix, is it your fire that you're cooking with? Lavender Town Ghost screams for help. Jeff the Killer begs for the Rake to kill him. He refuses, keeping Jeff the Killer alive. Ben sets an explosive off, killing Creepypasta, Mr. Widemouth, and Russian sleep experiment. So Ben comes out with the freaking Jeff the Killer move and just blows a bunch of people up. Ben and Jeff the Killer are the only ones like going out for freaking pure just murder. Like they're on full murder mode, just killing everyone. I'm surprised no one else is like doing this strategy. I feel like they'd be good at it. Mr. Bear starts a fire. Well, and Squidward Suicide dies trying to escape the arena. Oh, he died again. Once again, he has committed suicide. The cornucopias replenish with food, supplies, weapons, and memories from the tribute's families. Mr. Bear bashes Lavender Town's ghost head in with a mace. Ben, the Rake, Jeff the Killer, and Rap Rat track down and kill Mr. Mix. Oh, Mr. Mix, he was just cooking food the entire time, probably. Sonic.exe decides not to go to the feast. Sonic.exe goes hunting. Jeff the Killer searches for a water source. Mr. Bear picks flowers. Ben, Rap Rat, and the Rake hunt for other tributes. You know, everyone here makes sense because like they seem like they'll all be murderers, but that's just freaking Rap Rat. Like, what is he doing here? 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, and that is Creepypasta, Mr. Widemouth, Russian sleep experiment, Squidward Suicide, Lavender Town Ghost, and Mr. Mix. Jeff the Killer tries to sing himself to sleep. Well, he told himself to go to sleep this time. The Rake, Sonic.exe, Rap Rat, and Jeff the Killer raid Mr. Bear's camp while he is hunting, and Ben questions his sanity. Sonic.exe is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Mr. Bear falls into a frozen lake and drowns. It would've been funny if freaking that's how Ben dies, by drowning. But speaking of Ben dying, Jeff the Killer catches Ben off guard and kills him. So I guess the two freaking most murderous people just went into a battle, and Jeff the Killer reigns supreme, which I feel like would make sense. Jeff the Killer seems like he would win that battle. The Rake begs for Rap Rat to kill him. He refuses, keeping the Rake alive. Everyone gets sent to the back rooms. Now, a quick little story if you don't know what the back rooms are. Basically, it's like a creepypasta about how there's like glitches in the Matrix, pretty much, where if you like see like a wall or something like that that's slightly off color, and it's like a glitch, and you can walk into it, then you're trapped in these back rooms with different like levels and floors and everything like that, and basically you can be trapped in there and die, and there's weird creatures living inside of it, and basically that's the whole story of the back rooms, and there's like pretty much no way to escape. But yeah, the Rake can't escape and dies from hunger. You know, the Rake would be like one of the creatures that's inside of there. Rap Rat can't escape and dies from hunger. See, it's hard to escape the back rooms. And Sonic.exe also can't escape and dies from hunger. Wait, that means there's only one person left. Well, first 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Mr. Bear, Ben, the Rake, Rap Rat, and Sonic.exe. And the winner is Jeff the Killer from District 1. The most iconic creepypasta, except for maybe Slenderman, I don't know, so you could have a debate over that. But the most iconic creepypasta just won the Creepypasta Hunger Games. And for the first time, I think, maybe not the first time, but one of the only times where I feel like it makes sense for him to win this. Like he is the murderer, like he's the murder type. You know what I mean? It seems like he's in a good place, you know, to win this. It's not like freaking like other themes where like the murdering person just dies right away, and then a freaking patch of grass wins or something. And here are all of the placements. So in first place, Jeff the Killer with 7 kills. That is insane. I guess it is in his name. His name is Jeff the Killer. And then Ben in 5th place has 6 kills. But anyways, that is it for this Hunger Game simulation. That was Creepypasta theme, of course. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this is a spooky theme for a spooky month. Expect more Halloween videos to be coming out soon, not just Hunger Games. I think this should be possibly 2 Hunger Games videos in a row, because I do have a video that I have to edit, so another Among Us video. I also have some other Halloween videos planned that hopefully I can make. But, so yeah, expect more videos coming soon that are Halloween related. And if you guys have any other ideas for Halloween related videos, not just Hunger Games, if you have any ideas just in general for Halloween videos, make sure to comment them all below. But anyways, that is it for this simulation. Jeff the Killer is your winner. And anyways, goodbye.